Okay, good evening, everyone. It's good to have you all on board. It's another time with Tutor IO of the Enthusiastic Tutor. And today's tutorial, it happens to be our very first Telegram class on the course POL221. And I have with me here today Mr. Patrick. Good evening, sir. It's great to have you on board. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Wonderful. I believe you have your notes. There, and so if you don't mind, just walk us through what you have in your notes, and we can begin the class immediately.
Yes, I have a POL221.
Yes.
And the topic there is Nigerian politics. The background to British administration 1861 to 1914.
Wonderful. Okay, so what do you have about the Nigerian politics in your notes, sir?
Yes, in the course of the teaching, I want to understand that one of the problems or challenges facing Nigeria as a nation state is political leadership.
Also, political leadership.
That means,
okay.
Yes, and it is a product of the nation colonial antecedent that spanned almost 100 years, which is a century.
Wonderful.
Yes. And the course of I was also made to understand that the process of the British colonial administration, known as the Republic of Nigeria, started with the annexation and proclamation of Lagos as the Crown settlement in 1861.
Wonderful. Yes, 1861. Awesome.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And Okafor in 1981 also enumerated that Lagos State did not become a crown settlement until 1886.
Yes, it didn't become a crown settlement till 1866.
No. Yes, it didn't become till until 1886.
Yeah, it was not a colony.
It was not a
colony. That's the word.
Okay.
Is that what you have in your notes, sir?
No, crown settlements. Okay, let me change it to colony.
No. That is according to Okafor in 1981. Yes. Okafor said Lagos was not called a colony until 1866.
Okay. Thank you.
And this was according to the British Settlement Act.
Yes.
In 1843.
Okay, British Settlement Act. All right.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. 1843. All right, sir. Then the matter is said, we're not talking about the colony.
Okay.
The colony is a territory subject to a foreign rule.
Wonderful.
Yes.
A territory subject to a foreign rule. Yes.
Yes. And he also said it is not a mistake by the British administration to make Lagos a crown settlement because of the foreign trade interests they have in it.
Yes, a lot of trade goes on in Lagos, basically because of the Atlantic Ocean.
The coastal activity, yes.
Yes. Even up to now, we have what is called wharf in Lagos. Do you know of wharf in Lagos?
Yes, I know. Enough wharf.
A lot of trade goes on there with other countries to the sea connected to Lagos.
Yes.
Please go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. And okay, let me take it. Say it's a territory subject to foreign rules. It is not a mistake by the British. Okay, because they have taken that one. He said, though dominated by foreign colonizers, that was then. Lagos was dominated by foreign colonizers. All these British that came to colonize Nigeria. Lagos was dominated by them at that time.
Yes.
So the rule remains separate from the original colonizer.
Okay.
So that means the rule is applicable to colony and function only in the colony. That means the rule only function within Lagos at that time.
Yes. Wonderful.
At that time, yes, sir. So with the help of the colonizer, the rules became effective.
Okay.
That's implementing the rules, yes. It became effective because of them. That means they acted on it, bringing their rule to bear at that time in Lagos or in the colony.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So a colonizer is someone, the definition, a colonizer is someone who takes control of an area or country that is not their origin, that is not their own, by using force.
Yes, country of origin, not their country of origin. Yes.
Not their original country. They use force to annex it to themselves.
Wonderful.
There's a foreign colonizer is a nation or state that take control of the people or area as an extension of state power.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I can see you have taken due diligence in all these classes. Wonderful.
Then thereafter we'll talk about protectorates.
Now, do you have anything like, while Lagos was a colony, other areas, other states were protectorates? Did you have anything on that?
I think, let me see. No.
Okay.
No, I don't have it. Yes.
Okay. But do you have, after the foreign colonizers, I talked about the protectorate. Do you have anything on the protectorate?
Yes. So protectorate is a protectorate is a state that is under the protection of a state by another state against foreign aggression.
Yes, under the protection of another state.
Or country.
Okay. For defense against aggression and other violations of law. Thank you very much for that. Yes, please continue. What else do you have there, sir?
Thank you. It said, as a protectorate, so as a protectorate, they are not independent of their own.
No, they are not.
They will not have autonomous. Said it's an institution or organization that is self-governing or independent. That's autonomous now.
Okay.
Yes, it's said that it's self-governing, they are independent of their own, without control, without external control. It's more like a sovereign state.
Yes.
They now said the colony of Lagos did not enjoy autonomy under the district governor until 1886. Then we also say that Lagos was placed under the control or supervision of the West African settlement situated in Sierra Leone.
Yes, that is the arrangement. Wonderful.
Yes. And then
this arrangement only lasted. This arrangement only lasted between 1864 to 1866. Do you have that?
1866. Yes, I have it.
It was controlled. Lagos was receiving instruction from the Gold Coast. Which country was called the Gold Coast then, sir?
It's Ghana.
Good. It's now called Ghana. Before it was called the Gold Coast.
Yes. Gold Coast, yes.
Go ahead, sir.
He said, okay. Then we now talk about lesion. He said that the former way, lesion, Lesion. I don't know why I'm not going to get it clearly. Said the former way of giving up rights, properties or territory of a state. Yes.
That is cession.
Okay, cession. C-E. Okay. So I made a mistake.
S-S-I-O-N.
Yes. Okay, I've corrected it now.
But before that cession, I talked about the Crown Colony.
That means okay. No, that is okay. It's on my notes here. Say, okay, I did that before the Crown Colony. We talk about treaty before Crown Colony.
Yes. Yes.
Thereafter, we talk about treaty.
Yes.
He said a treaty is a formally concluded, ratified agreement between states.
Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
They will not talk about the Crown. Yes.
Or like a peaceful agreement between states.
Yes, between states.
Okay,
they will also have
a
crown colony.
Yes.
Say they are territories acquired by British, either by settlement, by cession, by conquest, or by purchase. They're taking it either by force.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So now, from there, I now picked out the word cession to explain.
Okay, yes. The one is above. Yes, sir.
Wonderful.
Okay,
wonderful.
I think I did that one before that. All right. Then we have Anglophone.
Yes.
The Anglophone is a people of a territory colonized by the British, like Nigeria.
Wonderful. I wouldn't say Nigerian is an Anglophone, sir. I wouldn't say Nigeria is an Anglophone, sir. Okay. The concept of Anglophone is it's a general term used to describe territories colonized by the British, who were known as Anglophones. Now, while their counterparts in French territories are called Francophones. So for the British now, we can refer to Nigeria, all right? But for Francophones, they speak French. And that's how you know that, okay, this country, they were colonized by French, all right? I don't know if you get that. All right. So now,
I do.
It would have been okay to say, okay, yes, Nigeria is a type of Anglophone, all right, because they were colonized by British, all right, and those ones that speak French, and that's why we have English as our lingua franca. In some countries now, just like the way we have English as our lingua franca, some of them have French as their lingua franca because it was the Francophones, yes, that colonized them, the French that colonized them.
Yes.
Good. And then we can move straight to what we refer to as indirect rule policy. What do you have under the indirect rule policy?
Yes, under indirect rule policy, we find that Sir Frederick, also known as Lord Logard, or who transformed to Lord Logard, became the Governor General of the Northern and Southern Nigeria in 1906.
Yes.
He ruled the two protectorates.
Very quickly, sir. Yes, I'd like to chip in something. When we talk about the indirect rule, all right, just like when we talk about scientific management, we talk about Frederick Winston Taylor, all right, as a proponent for it. When we talk about indirect rule now, we're talking about, if you are referring to the proponent, all right, more like the big name.
Okay.
When it comes to indirect rule, then we are talking about Sir Frederick Lord Lugard.
Yes, sir.
Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Good. So please continue, sir.
Okay. He ruled two protectorates, that the colony and the protectorate of southern Nigeria and the protectorate of the northern Nigeria until 1914, when they were amalgamated or joined together to become in Nigeria as a country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Then Lord Lugard introduced the indirect rule in order to be able to rule the protectorates.
Awesome.
Then the indirect rule policy.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, sir. Yeah, go ahead.
So the indirect rule policy was first introduced in the Northern Protectorate Thereafter, the Western Protectorate. Then after the Eastern Protectorates.
Yes.
So the indirect policy worked longer in the north because they don't easily do away with the traditional ruler at that time in the northern region.
Wonderful.
Then we also, though it was not too okay, we are through with that, but there are other factors that I read about in it, in the indirect rules. Yes.
Yes. Some of the reasons.
Yes, why it was introduced.
Introduced. Yes.
Say because of administrative convenience.
But sir, before we talk about the reasons, you actually did not hit the nail on the head about the indirect rule. You have not actually discussed, you've not actually explained what it means by the indirect rule itself. Do you want to do that now before we call it a wrap for today?
Yes, let me see. The indirect rule of Sir Lord Lugard as the Governor General of the Northern Nigeria and as the Northern and Southern Nigeria in 1906, and then the two protectorates that he ruled over, they came as a result of the large expanse of Nigeria that only him cannot control over.
Okay, so I think I get where you're driving at.
So he now brings the issue of the indirect rule for him, and it's let's call it subordinates now, or other rulers, to be able to administer the protectorate that is ruling over effectively.
Wonderful, wonderful. So in a nutshell, the indirect rule is actually a colonial administrative system. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes.
In which local chiefs were used by colonial officers to control the colonized people. Meaning that they know that they don't speak our language. And for them to get their message across to us effectively, they needed to use one of us to talk to us to get their mission accomplished. That was why it was introduced. So it was a local
language barrier.
Barrier, yes, and also the vast landscape, as you have mentioned too, because they cannot be everywhere at the same time. Issue with transportation and maintenance, of course, of transporting vehicles. So they have to use people that they can control, that they can report to achieve their goal. So let's call it a wrap here for today. We started pretty late. It's 20 minutes to my next class now. So I believe you've covered the rest of the volumes. Have you covered the rest of the volumes, sir?
No, but I've covered them.
You will cover them?
Yes, I've covered the other. No, okay, you mean remaining volume 6 that I'm not through with.
Is that the last volume, sir?
Yeah, that's the last volume I'm supposed to cover, yes.
Good.
That talk about the military regime, the military rule.
Wonderful, wonderful. So before our next class, please do me the favor of covering it so that we know that the last few classes we are having will be on Telegram, and by next week we are going to the next course immediately.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, please. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Sir, please, if I may plead or suggest, the one for Thursday, can the time be shifted downward or upward? Because like we're having a major program on Thursday in the church. So I don't know whether it's applicable. But if not, then we'll make do with what we have.
Favorable. Is it upward or downward, sir?
Upward would be better because downward I will be in the office.
Okay, upward around what time?
8 o'clock be ideal, sir. I mean, it's too far for you. I have a class then.
Yeah, there's a class fixed for 8 p.m.
Okay, then
What about
2 p.m.?
9 p.m.
Okay, 9
2
p.m. Oh,
p.m.
ideal. Okay, no, let's just take it 9 p.m. sir. 9.
I hope you will not be
9 will be
tired
ideal.
after the program.
No. So this is my future. How can I be tired?
Very well then. So it will be adjusted to that till 9 p.m. All right, but I'll
You are a
check
darling.
if there's no activity for that 9 p.m. Then I'll get back to you still.
You are a darling, sir. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a wonderful
Thank
evening,
you,
sir.
thank you, thank you. I dub my hands for you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye. Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Bye for now,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Thank you.